I'm going to talk to you about our friends at Manscaped, the leaders in below the waistline grooming. Now, as we told you, they got new heat, ladies and gentlemen. 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. I'm talking the finest of the finest. But that's not all they have. They also have the new body wash, big fella, because we know when you're in the shower, when you got your lawnmower 4.0, when you're getting your groom on, well, once you get your groom on and you cut the grass low to keep the tree showing a little bit more, well, you need to go ahead and rinse off and get fresh. The body wash is there for you, baby. That's what it is for. And Deke, what's that last thing that looks make you smell nice? What they just dropped?
Cologne.
They got that new cologne, baby.
Used it the other day. It's pretty dope.
Chick magnet, man. You spray it and it's literally, I saw Deke was kicking like, yo, back up. I can't make this up, ladies and gentlemen. I can't make this up. That's what it does to you, baby. That's what it does. So in the nature of the show, because we are good people and we always tell you that if we're going to talk about something, we don't want to just ask. No, we are people that like to give to the congregation. So we have a promo code for you. And what is that promo code? Well, it's simple. It's MOATS. Use that. You'll get 20% off of your purchase along with free shipping worldwide. So you don't want to miss out on that opportunity. As I've told you on numerous occasions, both of your twins, the ones that dangle, will thank you. So shout out to Manscaped.
So we'll start with MVP. They have their top 5 here. And then Greg Rosenthal.
And it's based on the votes. Yep.
Oh, yeah. So there's many guys, but they have a little paragraph for one of the voters explaining why they picked the top guy. So number 1, they have Tom Brady, 13 votes. Number 2, Kyler Murray, 7 votes. Tied for 3rd, Josh Allen, 4 votes. Tied for 3rd, Lamar Jackson, 4 votes. Number 5, Derek Carr, 1 vote. This is an interesting list to me.
I was thinking the same thing, right? I mean, first off, I do like the Brady being the front runner right now, just based on the stats, right? You're seeing what he's been able to do. We talk about how some of these games, he's out here throwing 4 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns, just insane at times, right? But after that, the order is definitely different than I thought. Number 1, no Matt Stafford being on the list. I was a little surprised by that.
I think he should be in the top 5.
I would agree with that. That was a big surprise to me. Then when I look at Derek Carr, who I think has been having a really good season as well, him only receiving 1 vote was a little bit surprising to me also. Like, I don't have an issue with Kyler. I think Kyler at 7 is right. Or excuse me, getting 7 votes, being second place is right because he has been lighting it up as well.
You know what I see with this list, though?
I'm leaning low. I would definitely have Lamar at 3rd over Josh. I don't think that should be a tie right now.
You know what I'm seeing with this list right now?
What you seeing, though, man? No 7.
Well, I was going to say these quarterbacks turn the ball over a little bit too much for my liking to be on this most valuable. You didn't care about
turnovers, man. You told me before turnovers is just a product of it. Sometimes you guys, it's on the receiver sometimes, right? Did he run the right route? Maybe it bounced off their chest. Was it a tip? You know what I mean? Like that's what you told me. You said interceptions, it ain't that serious. And you also said touchdowns are sometimes fluky because just depending on, you can get to the red zone, they might run the ball, right? So, the interception shouldn't really matter. That's what you've told me.
So I'm saying some of these touchdowns are fluky for these guys. I think they're stat padding. No, but
it's garbage time.
Because Ben has 4 picks. I think all these guys have 5 or more picks. So it's just they're a little bit too out of control with the ball right now. I'd like to have my MVP be playing a cleaner game at this point in the season. That's what Ben's been doing. But I think obviously I was talking about Ben for MVP this season. I think thus far
still got action though, man.
That's what I mean.
Making a late comeback.
I do think he just needs some more stats. That's why I try not to get too caught up in these awards. Whenever our guy has a case, you go all out for it. You go all out. Yeah, but absolutely. I think right now in terms of the stats, Ben is lacking a little bit against these guys. And that's not a discredit to Ben because I'm still taking him as a quarterback on a game-by-game basis.
You taking him over any of them, Brady, washed.
I'm telling
Murray,
you right now.
washed. Allen, washed. Lamar, washed. Carr, washed. We get you, bro. Come on, man.
Well, my point is, I could see why someone would say Brady, or even some of these guys, Brady, Rodgers, Russ Wilson. I'm just about to name all the guys that have won Super Bowls, but
that's what it sounded like.
Those are guys. Those are guys I trust.
Boy, Russ ain't out
those
here
are guys
now,
I trust. I could see why you would pick those guys because I still have Ben in that elite category. So it's almost like a pick 'em to me. I'll be biased. I'll stick with my guy. Yeah. That's my point by mentioning Ben with all this. But Yeah, for this season, that's why I do think Brady. Yeah, I think Brady's got the best case right now off the raw numbers. He's got a really nice touchdown interception ratio.
Team's winning as well, man.
Yeah, the team. Mm-hmm. I think the case against him is that his team's just so stacked.
I don't really think it's
but I don't think
because Brady's so old.
I don't think anyone else has made a strong case above Brady, though, this point in the season. Like, if this was a couple weeks ago, I think Kyler Murray might have a better case.
Yeah.
Just what he was able to do with the Cardinals. But I just think Stafford should probably be in it somehow, some way. I'm not the biggest fan of Carr, but he has played good these first, let's just say the first half of the season. I think he's going to peter off, though.
For me, the reason why I like Carr getting some recognition is because he hasn't just had to deal with on-field stuff as well. He's had like major organizational situations they have to handle as well, man. So I do think that, just seeing him still play at a high level and keep that team on the right track as well, man. Yeah, that's I don't have an issue with that vote.
I was a little surprised, Josh Allen being 3, but
I was too.
I think he's still the favorite on DraftKings
for the MVP. Yeah, he is.
I think he is, and it's surprising to me. Is it? You think it's because of the hype he got in the preseason, almost like Luka Doncic? Like everyone thought he was going to be the guy.
Because to an extent, I feel like Josh isn't playing to that same level right now. He flashes it, but it's not showing up consistently enough. Whereas for me, I would have Lamar ahead of Josh, and I can make a case also for Lamar to be ahead of Kyler just based on the personnel that's around Lamar and what he's been having to do to overcome that. Whereas with Arizona, it's not to Tampa Bay standpoint, but he does have a legit team out there. He has weapons now, multiple weapons, running game. We talked about what James Conner's been able to do out there as well. They brought in Zach Ertz through trade. So I do feel like they have, in terms of Kyler, he has a lot more help for him. Whereas Lamar, we talk about the O-line out there. Their O-line definitely is worse than ours. It's bad. It's bad. We talk about the running back situation, right? How they went through how many running backs to get to the old guy group, which I'm a big fan of. I like the old running backs because, it's not long. It's not often that you get a bunch of old guys out there balling out, but it's good to see. So, yeah.
Would Henry be in this?
If he was healthy, I think he would.
If he wasn't hurt? Yeah.
If he was healthy, I definitely think he would, man. Because he was on pace. He was going to get you another 2K.
Rosenthal mentions Dak Prescott in his paragraph.
I could see that. Dak, especially
I think the injury hurts him a little bit.
Yeah, the first couple of games, though, Dak was definitely in that conversation.
The injury hurts him a little bit.
To me, I couldn't have Dak in that conversation, though, if you're not going to have Stafford up there as well.
Right.
That's my thing.
I think Stafford should be in this. I guess you would... I don't know. I guess you would just knock Josh Allen down a little bit and put Stafford in there. Put Stafford at 3, probably. That's probably what I would do right now.
Like I say, because even though Josh is Josh, he hasn't been playing up to that level consistently. Like you said, kind of like with the Luka thing, the hype has helped him, especially in this earlier portion, man. Because it's just, I don't know, man. It's just disappointing. Like you say, Jaguars defense, Jaguars game. It's like, how do you get just 6 points in that game? Certain situations, you're like, man, you got more you can do. You could be more efficient in the rest.
Because his stats aren't bad. If you look at his stats, they're kind of comparable, but they've beat up on some pretty weak teams, right? And then the stats weren't as good in some of the tougher games. But I mean, I still like Josh Allen. I know I rip on him and stuff.
For me, it's just when you start talking MVP favorite, because when you talk about, that's what he is right now in terms of, not for this article, but for the betting, for the odds makers out there, they still have him as the favorite. And that's just like, for you to say you're the favorite to win MVP, I just expect a higher level of consistency right now. He's just been a little inconsistent this season.